In this demonstration, we're going to go over how to create and assign an EquatIO Mathspace assignment to students. So to start, we need to make sure that we're logged into the Google Chrome browser with our school account and that we can see the EquatIO extension. I've gone to equatio.texthelp.com. This will take you to this EquatIO dashboard. On the left-hand side, you'll see a menu with a number of different areas. In My Spaces, you'll find any math spaces that you've created, but not necessarily assigned to students. The great thing about creating a math space through this EquatIO dashboard is that each math space autosaves, so you don't have to worry about losing your work. Under Assignments, you'll find any math spaces that you've created and assigned to students. This is also where you can view student submissions and provide feedback to students. Submitted assignments is where students would go to view math spaces that they have submitted to their teacher. And there is also a section for archived math spaces because you do have the ability to archive any of your math spaces through clicking the Archive Space button. Let's go ahead and get started creating a new space. The first thing we'll do is we'll give this math space a title. So let's call it Estimation Toronto Raptors. You'll notice this green circle pop up periodically, which means that your math space is auto-saving. The next thing we'll do is we will give students some instructions, and we'll do that by going to the bottom of the screen where you'll find the EquatIO toolbar and click on the first tool, the Equation Editor. Since we'll be providing text instructions and not including numbers and formulas, we're going to click on the Insert Text button, which is that T, and type in our instructions to our students. So estimate the height of Raptors point guard Kyle Lowry. Show your work. When you're ready, you can insert this into your math space on the bottom of the screen. And we can clear this text and hide the equation editor. If you do want to resize your instructions or move them, just move this drop down away. Actually, just resize really easily. The next thing we'll do is we will insert an image that we already have saved on our computer. So we can do that through clicking the Import Files button on the top center of the screen and select a file from our computer and open it. We can also resize this. And because I found this photo with a Creative Commons license, I'm just going to paste in the attribution. So I'll go back to my equation editor, into my text, and paste in the attribution. And we'll move that down to the bottom of the math space. Next, we'll go to another tool in the toolbar, which will be our Shapes tool. And when we click on that, we can go to the three dots where we'll find more shapes. You can scroll through this huge list of shapes that EquatIO has made available, but you can also search for shapes. So we're going to search for basketball. When you click the shape you want, in order to insert it on the math space, you can just click and drag. So let's move this basketball over to the side. And I'll open up this drop-down menu again because it's a little bit hard to tell that that's a basketball. So we can change the stroke width here. When a shape is selected, you can also change the color of the shape. And you can change the opacity. So if we want to make this more transparent, that's the second option here. The idea is for students to show their work, they can select the basketball and use the copy and paste features at the top of the screen to paste a number of basketballs and estimate Kyle Lowry's height this way. Let's just delete that for now. We can also give students a sense of the size of a basketball. And to do that, we can go into our Smart Shapes and select the number line. So if we draw the number line, we can then use the equation editor to put in the diameter of an NBA regulation size basketball, which we know is 24 centimeters. Or you could get students to research that on their own. So let's insert that math. And we can just move it under the basketball. So in addition to students showing their estimation, how many basketballs tall is Kyle, they can also do their mathematical computation in this area here in the open space. And they can do that using the equation editor, they can use the handwriting feature, or even the speech input tool. So now we're ready to assign this task, and we'll do that through Google Classroom. If you go to the top right corner of your screen, there's a blue share button. When you click that, you have two different options. You can make a copy for each person, which allows students to view this Mathspace. But if you want them to interact with it and submit it to you and be able to view their submissions and provide feedback, the option you want to choose is make a copy for each person and expect a response. So that's the one that we'll choose and click continue. So this has created a link, and this link I can share in an email, for instance, but we will just post it straight to Google Classroom since that's the platform that we're using. So we can click on Google Classroom. And this will take us to this page where we can choose which class we'd like to assign it to. So if we assign it to demo class, we can choose to create an assignment or ask a question. In this case, we'll create an assignment, and then on the bottom right of the screen, we'll just click go. This takes us to our Google Classroom assignment setup page. And here we'll just put in some basic information, so we can put the title of the assignment, so estimation, Toronto Raptors, and we can include some additional instructions or repeat the instructions. So we'll estimate the height of Kyle Lowry and show your work. And you'll notice that that Mathspace that we've created, that link is already embedded in there, so we don't need to add anything. And then on the right, we can choose which classes we want to assign to, whether it's certain students. We can assign a point value. We can include a due date if we like, and we can also place it under a specific topic. So we can go ahead and click assign. And this page just confirms that we've posted this assignment to the Google class, and we can actually view the assignment in the Google class. So here it is. There's a new assignment, estimation, Toronto Raptors, and students, they would access that assignment under classwork. And just so that you can see your Mathspace that you created, it is auto-saved in your spaces. So there are a number of different types of assignments that you can create, whether it is estimation or graphing assignments, surface area assignments, more complicated calculus assignments, and a variety of different topics that you can incorporate to engage students and make math fun and interesting. Because who wouldn't want to do an assignment on the Toronto Raptors?